from here. It's a nice drum beat. Made a drum track 8. It's a really good app. Amazing app for drums. With its own kits and you can put your own samples in there as well. It's not very hard to cut samples. All you need is a stream of music, and you just need a second maybe a second, or just like a millisecond or something like that, of music, or a sample of a cut, and you just put it on a loop, see if it does a tick, and then you import it into drum track 8. So it's pretty good software, and it's really intuitive, really easy to use, and so the results are amazing. You have so many different sample loops going on. You can highlight each one and use each one as a loop. It's pretty good. I like it. I like this sort of drums. I like this sort of funky indie kind of. I don't know, a bit like Roses, isn't it? That's what it reminds me of. Just fast drums. Fast drums, but not BPM wise fast drums, but just a lot going on, you know what I mean? And all kind of melodic and not chaotic. That's what I like. Just getting to the level where it's all kicking and clicking in place, but without it getting too chaotic or anything. And, it's pretty cool. And so what I want to talk about, what can I talk about? I can talk about duality and singularity, and what can be said really now? I've said a lot of things in writing, but I haven't so much in spoken. What I do, I tend to do is sometimes record my vocals with the guitar for acts and deeds in my life that I've said these things. Maybe I haven't got an audience for it. I don't get many hits or many clear plays on my YouTube channel, but you know, still it's there, and I know I once have done it, and that's it. I passed, you know, I passed the test, you know, I got through, and that's what matters really. I think that's what matters, because in reality, just as Satan taught his linguistics would lead to a scientific breakthrough where lead to prevention is better than the cure or something, and the old digger Jin, who the impeccable, ignorant Gora and the sorry devils think they've corrupted the whole of mankind to fall under Jin control, and therefore whenever they use the question of death or linguistics, they can win the souls of humans. The Jin will lead to prevention, but they're not gods. And secondly, you need to denounce the devil, not support, not follow the devil. You're supposed to denounce the devil and believe in Allah. And and in this life anyway, you don't want to be a duality. Those who claim that Satan can be another god, another deity beside Allah, you know, thinking that, you know, like most humans right now are a duality of humans and jinn, and they think that Allah should be the same as them lot and require the help of Satan to believe prevention is better than the cure. But Allah is the omniscient, the omnipotent, the omnipresent. None equals Allah, and there's nothing like unto Him. And He's the hearer, the seer, and the most wise. He's know of all secrets and declarations. He's most powerful, and he has power over all things. No one possesses power except Allah, and therefore it isn't about being duality and thinking that information is better than the cure. It's to believe that the schemes and disbelievers backfire against them. You see, in this world, there are those who know that, know the karma will not allow them to behave as criminal or as evil as they wish. They have to keep and use the accidental experiments of misery. What's causing climate change? They say climate change is caused by burning fossil fuels. Well, in the same dialogue, they're saying burning fossil fuels. They're burning so much fossil fuels in the hot weather weapon, and because it will cause the climatic changes. And even so, with AIDS, they said that it was man-made, and we knew that it was engineered in laboratories. They use the same talking of words that that climate change is man-made, but don't tell you that it's man-made in the sense that they did it themselves, but that it was caused by human consumption. Don't tell you that it was caused by the hot weather weapon and the burning and heating up of the atmosphere and around melting of icebergs. They won't tell you that, and all they'll tell you is we're burning too much fossil fuel and too much carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, which is leading to the heat of the earth, which is a lot of rubbish, really. It's just like saying, look, we burned so much fossil fuels back in the past, but we won't allow anyone else to burn that many fossil fuels anymore. And we'll try to, claim that we've actually caused a real evil on Earth, or there's a real evil in this. As always, and that's how they work. They call it an evil, and they have to fight it. But really, what they're doing is stifling the economies of the non-whites from making money. A lot of the books that I've written, I use the word God instead of Allah. Most of the books, 12 books I've written at the moment, which I published, I use the word God instead of Allah, and that was only because in 2007, I was contemplating what the equivalent word would be for Allah in English, and the only answer I could think of was God, and that was supported by Dr. Rashid Khalifa, who I accepted his news and his message and his work and his proofs and his miracles to prove that he was a messenger of Allah. And he also said that in English language the equivalent to the word Allah is God. Well, the thing is, we're always looking at the word Allah and saying, well, what's the equivalent? What does Allah mean in English? We didn't ever ask, what does God mean? Where does this word God come from? Allah is a word that that Semites, from Abraham and Ismail, and even in Hebrew it's called Elohim or Elah, and in Aramaic it's known as Allah. So they're all similar words, but God is not a similar word. If you spell God backwards, it spells dog. And there's all these other words like Gora, which means white man, and Gregory, which starts with a G, or Greg the philosophy dog. So Allah, if you put a K in front of Allah, it becomes Kaalah, which means black. And Gora means white. So maybe that's the difference. they say to Muslims, say things, like as the Quran tells us, Satan commands you to commit vice, evil and vice, and say about Allah what you do not know. And you see, they say to us, if we're loving Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah most great, most wise, if we're loving Allah, then no one will mate with you. And that's been evident in my life. I'm a reproducing chicken, but I never been able to start a family, for most of my life. And even though I always wanted already to start a family, even if it was a suitable companion. And but Allah's granted me happiness, inshallah. It's okay, it's worked out quite well for me, for my life. We started off with very little, and we had some obstacles and a lot of challenges ahead of us. But it was alright. And our relationship grew as well. But mashallah, when you're black and you're faithful to Allah, to say no one will mate with you, and you get turned down by all women, and all women just say you have to be white, and is it because you love Allah? And the thing is, the basis theory on the fact that Allah is genderless. Allah is genderless, so that means you can't get married again. Humans cannot get married, or humans cannot have a mate, and that's what they say to themselves. But how did they add that up? What's Allah got to do with me? Allah is my creator, not who I am. I'm not Allah. I don't see myself as Allah. I say I'm a servant of Allah, and Allah has created me as a male, as a human, as a man. And my purpose in life is to start a family when I get old enough, and not fight for mating rights like dogs. Fight for mating rights and show you all their deep capabilities through all these sports, media, and the movies and things like that, and the music, all spying and suspecting, backbiting against the Messiah, son of David. That's the blasphemy. That is the blasphemy. So if you believe in God, but you don't believe in you believe in God and you believe that He got the Son. That's what the Christians want to believe. And then they'll continue further on. They'll say, if you believe that, then you will also believe that what if we could travel to time and kill our parents before they were born, which is a philosophical dogma question that they ask at university, philosophy students. And so therefore they think if God has got a son, then we can go back in time and kill God, or God is dead, or something like that. That's their philosophy. That's all pagan Christian philosophy in life. It's based on God is dead. That's what they base their philosophy on. But in Islam, we're not allowed to live eternal and first and the last, the Lord of the heavens and the earth. And none equals Him. Allah begets not, nor was He begotten. And all these things. Allah is omniscient, omnipotent, omnipresent. That's what we know. That's what we believe. It's not as hard as not as easy as want to do. We know the scheme of the disbelievers backfire against them. Every arrogant claim is backfires on them. They end up with regrets. Every arrogant claim of a win ends up with a regretful situation in the end. Every arrogant claim, that's what they make, arrogant claims as if they're gods, but all of it backfires against them. They say you have to be white, and you have to be white supremacy, and instead the black terrorists win. Because they're not supposed to make the opposite true instead, and say you can't fathom the greatness of Allah. Allah is too great for you if you should ever fathom everything you can fathom His greatness. Everything that you can be God's.